Here, come to talk to y'all about a little quick gun video, man, about a couple of my EDC options, guns I carry every day, then guns I enjoy shooting, it's just kind of a little different variety for everything that I be having going on. So let's jump into it. So the first one I'm gonna talk about is my Springfield Hellcat Pro. Um, we are clear, nothing in there. I'm not flagging myself, guys. Just how it looks on the camera. We are in a safe, controlled environment. There's no ammunition around currently, so let's kind of talk about it, man. Um, what made me choose this gun? We can start there. The sleekness, real thin, so you carry it on your body very, very, very comfortably, man. Prior to carrying this, man, I carried Springfield HDMs, carried Glock 19s, which both are great guns. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely recommend either one of them. I still carry, the Glock 19 from here and there, and also the Springfield. We'll jump into those a little bit later. So this gun is a 9mm. I don't have the exact dimensions. I will list them in the video, kind of to the side over here with all the space. So you guys got to see what we got as far as size, length, those things. So this did come optic ready. Out the box, you're looking at 15 plus 1, which anybody knows it's a good amount of rounds to have. Out the box, man, is pretty good. Glock 43, looking at, I think it's 10 plus 1 for something that, the same category. There are some out there. SIG, they're also in the Micro 9 game. But this was my choice. Real big on Springfield, man. My first 2 guns were Springfields. Never had any issues with them. So when it came time to spend the money for this one, I trusted it. I didn't mind going and paying what this cost. I'll put the most current price up there. Out of the box, it does come with 2 magazines, which is awesome. And I think they do offer a first line edition where you can get 3 magazines out the box, which is a great deal. And then Springfield is really good on running promotions for extra magazines, things like that. I know with my XDM, I'll show it to you guys. Also, we are clear. Physically check inside, no round inside. With this gun, man, when I first bought it from Springfield, what part of the package it sold me was, man, I got a holster, mag carriers, still came with 2 magazines, a hard case. So now when I travel, I'm able to throw this right in the case with the accessories, man, and catch my flight out. So that was a big seller for me. This one did not come with that. It came with the box, but it did come with a soft case, which is really good. This is the only gun you go to the range, put in your soft case, and kind of go with it. This gun, I mean, it has the U-notch sights. Let me see if I can get that on there for y'all. See the U-notch, it's a little different than other gun carriers, but the front sight does glow with the tritium night sight, so that's good to have. In the dark, you can definitely see the front. You can't really see the back, so it kind of makes that obsolete when it's nighttime because you really can't see it. I mean, you can probably still get on target with it, but you're not gonna have any rear sights to line up with. So definitely run a light. And all my guns today are gonna be bare. They be real bare. I took all accessories and everything off, all except for one of my firearms. I probably wouldn't show that one today, but it'll be in the opening of the video. And it'll be the 1911. So carrying this firearm with 15 rounds plus 1 in the head. I feel real comfortable with it. I shot it. It is kind of snappy. but it's not an uncontrollable snappy. At least not to me. I'm kind of a bigger guy with some bigger hands, so for me, I can grip it and get a good grip on it, and kind of control that recoil pretty well. So for me, it's a great option, especially in the summertime. I'm not really a jeans wearing kind of guy. I don't wear jeans. I just throw on some shorts or some joggers or something light. So with this, it doesn't weigh down my britches as much. I'm able to carry this with basketball shorts with just a drawstring tied, um, and of course a good holster. But yeah, that's for me. That was a huge plus. I've always carried full size guns up until I got my first Glock 19. So they're always heavy. I still kind of wore with basketball shorts. Just make sure I have good holsters with them. That way, if something, um, if I got to do whatever, it'll stay. So um, that's a major bonus for me. But when I switched to this, it's like this almost instantly became my EDC just because of the size. Took it to the range, broke it in with a couple hundred rounds, got comfortable with it, started carrying it. So that's the Springfield Hellcat Pro. Again, great firearm. Um, the optics ready is like that was a huge bonus, just because red dots are so popular right now. So that is something that was a bonus because to get that cut, it's gonna be a couple $100 if not more. So it was nice that Springfield went ahead and put that on there for you. Um, what is something I wish Springfield would have done a little differently? So with this, of course, they had the Hellcat, which is a little smaller than this. Didn't really fit my hand and my ergonomics the way that I liked it to. Uh, so that's why I went ahead and just went with the Hellcat Pro. Um, but if they could have just did something a little bit different with the recoil, the amount of recoil, which I know with this size handgun, it's gonna be hard to do because even like Glock 19X's, shot them, they're snappy as well. So I think for this being their first one, uh, they did it pretty well. The trigger is okay, um, but you don't want a super light trigger on the EDC. I mean, just because a lot of situations, um, you like have that 5 to 6 pounds to where, but if you do have to make that call, at least it wasn't because your trigger was light or anything like that. This trigger does have a lot of play in it. Like that's all playing in. So let's see, and that's the wall right there. Then you get your break, and then come back out. It's, that's what I'm saying. It's not a bad trigger. It's not the worst trigger I ever had, but you can upgrade it to an Apex trigger. But I don't think I'm gonna switch out anything on this firearm. I might set it off and get it ported and get the front sight moved back a little bit, but that'll be the most I do with it. We'll put armor on it. Definitely run a light on it. Would have been my EDC. I kind of need to cover everything. I am looking to get a RMR where I can co-witness. Cause I do like shooting iron sight sometimes just to keep my mind sharp and not totally depend on that cheat code. So this is my 90% of the time my EDC, maybe even about 80% EDC, especially when I go to work. When I wear my slacks and my ties or whatever I'm wearing that day, it fits. It's not bulky. It doesn't bulge a lot. It's real close to the body. So me being a bigger guy, that is something that I actually like. It doesn't show. So that's a big thing for me, especially in business. If you wear suits and ties and you wear that business attire, you definitely want something a little sleeker to kind of be blendable with whatever you got on. So with that, we're gonna switch to my next EDC that I carry. The Glock 19X. We are clear. Physical check. Nothing inside. This firearm It does come with the tritium night sights on the back and on the front. This is my other another 10% of my EDC time. I do run a light on this and a laser because this is also my bedside pistol. And the reason is because you do have those Triticon night sights. Like I was saying with the Hellcat, this one is not optics ready. I really, really, really wish they would have went ahead and put that cut in there, especially since they were, marketing this firearm to the U.S. military, trying to get that contract. But even without that, it's not bad. I've been looking to get it cut, to get get it, like Glock calls it MOS, and also get some slide serrations here, just for, when you try to check it. In my hands is wet, I'll be able to do that right there. So, but for a Glock, this is definitely one of the better triggers that you'll get on it. Great gun to shoot. The 19X to me is the best Glock. Reason being, still got the Glock 19 slide on it, so it's pretty short. So when you're carrying, it's not jabbing you in places you really want to be jabbed in. When you sit down, stand up, or just everyday movement. But it has a Glock 19 grip, or Glock 17 grip. I'm sorry. And that's just like I said. I got bigger hands, so when you go to grab it, let's see if I can do it this way. My hand still fits. Out the box, this did come with 2 magazines as well. Or correction, this came with 3 magazines, 2 19-round magazines, and then 2 17-round magazines. So that was like really awesome. And this is the 19-round mag. It got a little extra on there for you. And again, no ammo. It is clear, but even still, that little extra, if you do even have even bigger hands, you still got that down there. Which, with this lip here, I don't know how comfortable I'll be to shoot anyway. But with that 17 grip, and you really can't beat this gun, man. It comes already with Triticon night sights. This is a 9mm. Most of my EDCs are 9mm. My very first EDC, which I'll show you guys, was the spring. Oh, let's go ahead and check it. We are clear. Physically check inside. There's nothing in there. Was a Springfield XDM and a 40. Again, bigger guy. I've always like carrying full size handguns. So this is my very, very first EDC. And I carried this particular firearm for about 2 years before I even got another one to carry. So I'm pretty good with this firearm. It's probably one of my better shooting firearms for me, just because it got so much of my attention for so long. And other people, 2 years not that long. But if you carry a gun every day, you practice it with like you're supposed to. It's a good time. It's a good while. We'll talk about this firearm here in a little bit. I'm gonna tell you why I switched from it and also from the other. But this color, man, is, I don't know what they call this. They're FD, like Glock's FDE, this peanut butter color on this firearm, man. It looks good to me. I don't think I would change anything on it, again, other than getting it cut here and here just for RMR. But I may not even run an RMR on it, honestly. Just leave it stop, throw a light on it. I don't think I like the laser on it, but I may keep the combo for now if I don't decide to run an RMR, just because it is my bedside pistol, and I do enjoy carrying this as an EDC. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. And the sights, even on the Springfield, I could probably switch some sights out, the back sights, and put some kind of Triticon sights on there, but I won't do it because I don't plan on, having that one by my bed at night when somebody was to come into my home. So I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't change much on that one. And even if I throw the optic on, I can see that at night. So it's pros and cons to everything. Is how I look at it. I'm not one of them guys who customize my gun a lot and put a bunch of different stuff on them. I kind of just take them as they are. And it's nothing against customizing it. but you start doing too much of guns, you start affecting the performance of them. When the guns are manufactured, they're manufactured a certain way. Weight plays into it, springs play into it, um, just things like that. So just when you get into customized, be careful. Is my only advice. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying nothing wrong with doing it. Just be careful with it. Because a lot of times you'll start having malfunctions where it won't feed, or you having light primer strikes, things like that. So just be smart with what you select to swap out, and just make sure it has a reason behind it, not just because it looks cool or it sounds cool, anything like that. Again, this trigger, I wouldn't do anything to it. It's pretty good. But yeah, so, and I'll list again the specifics over here for this particular firearm. And so this dovetail, you can take it off and not run it. Though some people don't like it. I enjoy it because I do. Again, got bigger hands, so any help to keep me from getting slide bites, I'll take it for sure. Of course, YouTube, I can't break this gun down, but all these guns I have are pretty easy to break down, man, real quick. So cleaning them is not a hassle. But yeah, man, so that's my Glock 19X. Again, really, really good firearm. Really like it. We'll go to the next one. We'll stay with Glock right now. So clear in there. I'm not. Yeah. So for the YouTube police, I don't want you guys thinking I'm flagging myself. So this is my Glock 19, and it has had work done to it. Got a slide cut out. Got serration on the front. We got some lines up here to kind of help with aiming, but you really don't look at them too much. But looks cool. It is black and red. I don't know what trigger this was that I put on here. This was my third firearm. This Glock 19 it's really good gun, man. Really good gun. Only issue I had with it, or have with it, is the bottom here. My fingers hangs off just a little bit. So that's one of the drawbacks that I have with it. Never had a misfeed or anything with it. Pretty much run 115 grain ammo for the most part. So definitely, practice what you're gonna carry. If you're gonna carry 124 grain, shoot 124 grain across the board. Whether that's 124 grain hollow points, full metal jackets, whatever it is, just keep your grain consistent. And the reason I say it is because it's gonna affect recoil. So, and once you get used to one recoil at 1 grain, then switching, you'll notice a difference. I would not recommend, just buying whatever and shooting whatever all the time, because you could probably get used to it and become pretty good with it, but it'll definitely be better just to pick that grain and go with it. So, I'll list this gun, specs here out the factory, because this weighs a little different than the factory one does. But I carried this gun for a while. This is probably like 5% of the time. But really cool gun, really fun to shoot. It does being shorter. I'll show you guys the difference here. Barrel length the same, but as you can see, this one is just a bit longer. So that's more for my winter gun. This is here and there. Just so I want to carry something a little different, but yet still comfortable with. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty good gun. It does not have the night sights on front or back, so it's got with your standard Glock sights, which aren't that great, if you ask me. But Glock has I wouldn't call it kind of a U shape, but it's a little more squared off. So, but I mean, getting this gun on target is easy, man. Easy. Air gun really fun. This out the box came with 2 mags, 15 rounds. So again, it's pretty much the same as that Hellcat out the box. The 19X is, you know, a 19, but on steroids to the magazine and to the grip. So we'll go ahead. Firearm we'll talk about today. Um, that'll cover that other 5% for me EDC. Um, we are clear. Check inside of there. We are clear there also. Um, so this is the second firearm I bought, and these firearms are pretty much identical. The only difference is, of course, this is a 40 and all black, um, and this is bi-tone. You know, got the silver slide on it. When I initially went and bought that gun, I was looking for this gun, but they didn't have it. So I was like, let's go do it. You know, I was 21, got my concealed carry stuff back, so man, just jumped right into it. And I knew when I went there, I wasn't leaving without a firearm. Um, Same full size firearm, great grip. It does have a grip safety, striker indicator. If there was a round in here, let's look it up for you guys. You know, it has a round indicator also. So for me, being new in the game and with that one and with this one, I want as many indicators as possible. You know, the round indicator here, the striker indicator there, letting know like if I squeeze that trigger, it's ready to fire. Especially with it not having a true external safety other than the grip safety. So definitely, you know, if you get into it, if you can get something with the indicators, more indicators the better. If you're not gonna have an external safety on a firearm, this firearm as well, it don't have the Trijicon sights. It's just out the factory sights. You can buy aftermarket sights to swap them out, which I probably will go ahead and do at some point. Just because I feel like Trijicon sights are a little more sense really at this point. Because if you anytime any night cover, if you don't have light and laser on here, and you don't have the night sights, you can't really see much of anything as far as lining it up, and you don't want to be shooting off pure instinct in a life or death situation. You want to at least know what you're aiming at your own. When you push that firearm out and you're picking up those sights, like right now, these ones, I gotta clean these. They're normally white, but when dirt gets in them or over time, they'll just become blacked out. So uh, definitely we'll be looking at doing that a little differently. But yeah, man, this firearm here, man, this is it's a great gun. It's my first 9mm. Out the box, man, it came with all the serrations you could ask for. The front, I don't require a bunch of serrations in the front. Just give me something to grab, and with these cuts, the finger fits perfect. So it gives you that good positive grip that you're looking for. Wise, not that great at all. But with this being my first firearm, me getting used to it, not really understanding the importance of a good crisp trigger, made me where I had to truly take time to learn how my firearm when it came to shooting. I didn't depend on having a great trigger or great break or anything like that, and it just made me want to practice more. Because after you pull it, when you come back off, you want to right to where you hear that click, then go right back into shooting it if necessary to get you that quick fire rate. So out the box, this firearm is 19 plus 1, man. That was another big seller for me. You're talking 20 rounds out the out the box, man. Like if you can get in 20 rounds, man, you probably should just go ahead and hang it up for forever. Not even for a while, just hang it up for forever. But yeah, 19 plus 1, out the box, man. I couldn't ask for more as far as that went. I'll list over here once again, all the specs on this specific firearm. This is their first generation of these, right after they did the XD. They started making the HDM. So yeah, man, that's all my all my EDCs. I carry. I do have other handguns, but I'm not gonna lie to you and say that they come out the safe on a regular basis for whatever reason. Now some of them are, the other ones are a little heavier to carry at times, weight wise, but still have them, still are proficient with them. Uh, and we're not gonna shoot in this video, but the next one I'll definitely take y'all to the range, take a couple of these out, so you guys can see how they shoot, see how I shoot, and just kind of take it from there. Definitely will have to clean these sites out before I go with. But yeah, so everybody watching the channel, man, you in the firearm, you have firearms, be smart with them, be safe with them. Always shoot as if it's loaded. Please, please, please don't flag people with them and play around with it. It's not a toy, man. It's a tool. And it's a very deadly tool that can save your life or take a life. So y'all stay safe, man. We'll catch y'all in the next video.